Did I? Did I? Oh, this one. Did it blow your mind this time? Did Let's pull up the comments. Are we live? Let's see. And then we're going to we are live. Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's up, guys? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. I'm your host, Tisha Yolfo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. Ding! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. What's up, y'all? So, hopefully you guys had a grand weekend. We're on Sunday by the time you're watching this video. This is live, so if you guys are new to my channel, what's the dealio? If you guys are not new, you guys already know the drill. But if you are new, you guys can find me at vixenafterdark.com. Some announcements, guys. If you're not tripping, I did close out my Etsy shop because I'm just not a person that wants to sell and deal with all that and shipping. It's just not my vibe. It's just not it. But I still do have stuff on my website. It's literally just been backyarding it. If I do events and stuff like that, I'm like, hey, I got this, and there you go. You know what I mean? Or friends, family, community-wise, like it's all been going out that way. So, hey, there you have that. Sorry to disappoint some of y'all, but I just couldn't keep up with that whole Etsy thing. I got a lot going on the other business standpoint. So, anyways, other than that, you guys can find me at vixenafterdark.com. Everything's in the description box down below. And the camera's here. I moved my situation over here, so I'm like looking at the wrong spot. I might do that because I'm not used to this setup. But anyways, so what else? Oh, and after the live video, guys, I do timestamps. That way you guys can refer to the video or the certain parts of the video that you guys want to tap into as well. And guess what, guys? It is Libra season. So y'all know I'm about to go in on Libras. You guys are going to learn a Libra energy. If you guys don't have a Libra around you, you got to peep game too. Some people are cuspers between Scorpio and Libra. Ooh, excuse me. So they might play out different energies as well. But if you know a Libra, you have a Libra, you probably already know. Ooh, excuse me. I'm already starting the burping. So we're going to learn a little bit of Libra energy, guys. Of course, negative, positive. You know, their weaknesses or shadow side, and how they deal with money. Also, we're going to talk about the collective spread. So a collective energy, I should say. So we're going to go into the collective energy. Oh, I think I should do the Libra reading right after that. You know what? I'm going to do the Libra spread, a personal Libra spread, after we talk about it. And then we'll go into the collective energy as far as how we're all going to be feeling as far as self, love, emotions, money, and career. Negative and positive. You guys know how I like to break it down. And then we're also going to talk about the moon just shifted into Aquarius, guys. All this Saturn energy from Capricorn to Aquarius, a whole lot of Saturn energy playing out. So I'm pretty sure you guys probably felt, if you don't know about this energy, kind of felt a little, it's all about duties, responsibilities, obligations, and getting things together, right? Saturn has been playing a role right now. So we'll talk about a little bit about moon in Aquarius, positive and negative vibes while, you know, it's here, might as well. And then, of course, what is your rising? So as far as Libra season for the next cycle of these 30 days, we need to figure out where this is happening in your houses. You should have your natal chart printed out, or you should know where Libra is sitting at in your houses. So I'll go based off of where Libra could be in the houses 1 through 12. Camera's here. I keep forgetting. That way you guys can figure out what needs to be balanced during this time, okay? as far as the houses goes. Then there are some aspects that I do want to play out. We got some trine energy playing out here, so I do want to speak of some aspects of energy that could be playing out as well. What to look out for, and how to utilize the energy, right? To your benefit. And then we'll go into a collective spread. I thought I did grab the wheel. Didn't I grab the wheel? See, I'm always grabbing something and grabbing something else and going somewhere. Anyways, we're gonna do the big three. We'll grab the wheel. I'll grab that in a second. So that's gonna be the all signs, guys. Okay, that way you guys are aware what to look out for your sun, moon, and rising, if you know all three. So we'll pull for that. I'll figure out which cards I want to pull for that. I think I want to use the energy cards because I haven't used those since a couple of times ago. So we'll get these revved up. And then I'll figure out what I want to do for the actual... Ooh, I'll keep that open because I might want to use that. Oh, you know what? I'll give you guys a little bit. We'll bust out my deck that I made. How about that? We'll bust her out later. I don't know if I can get it out. For all signs. So let's get these. Oh no. Me not like that. So yeah, so we'll do that. Cool. I might pull out some extras. What's up, TJ? Yeah, I know I'm repping my I know it's football season, but who cares, right? I'm Lakers all day. So it's just because of yellow, I don't know. And I wanted to be comfortable, so whatever, right? Here we are. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Thanks for tuning in live. Comment down below, let me know you're here. You never know, you might, get some questions answered, right? It's definitely cupcake season. Welcome to cupcake season, people. Click the like button if you feel the vibes, okay? We all know Libra is all about balancing the scales, so this Libra season is going to head all the way up until October 22nd. And that's when that cusping energy could be Libra, and then we go into Scorpio. So we're in the dark side. We're in like the dark side of the world now for the remainder of fourth quarter. So it's definitely cupcake season. So you know that Libra lives in the 7th house of relationships, guys. It could be relationships, matrimony, partnerships, unity, coming together. This could be dealing with other people. People could be projecting. This could be like dealing with law, public energies, things of that nature. And the house lord, we all know, is Venus energy. So the aesthetics of it all, love, money, and relationships are going to get a whole little fixing right now. This is masculine cardinal air energy that's playing out. So cardinal energy when it comes to Libra, I would say Libra's less of the pushy cardinal signs. That's just my opinion though, because sometimes they can lack a little bit of personal drive when it comes to like personal stuff. However, Libra does, as far as the cardinal energy of it, they have that cardinal quality when it comes to, I would say, the desire to control relationships. Okay. And of course their social environment. So like I said, think of Venus energy. It's like, in Libra, it's all about, like I said, relationships, partnerships, situationships, side piece ships, whatever ship you kind of sail in. It's learning to now this season to cooperate with people, right? To be a little bit more diplomatic, there can be some conciliations occurring. Yeah. Cupcake season. Judgment could be a theme. Being indecisive could be a theme. Compromising could be a theme. Being insincere when it comes to feelings possibly could be a theme. Because Libra's air energy. There could be lots of adjustments, guys. Learning to adapt, right? But all in all, I feel like just take more of the peace side of it. Of course, aesthetics, and this can bring on a little bit of determination as far as what we need to be doing, right? So let's kind of learn a Libra energy, guys. That way you guys can get a background gist, and this is how you can kind of correlate with what energy will be playing out for a little bit, right? So like I said, if you know a Libra, or if you don't know a Libra, Libras are they're agile. I feel like they're very, they have an agile mind. They're really capable of, it's like they have this abstract way of thinking in a sense. I feel like they're like lawyers. They're always trying to like judge something or discern something. It's like they have like this knack for planning. If you don't know a Libra energy, You know, they're like lawyers, like I said. It's like they love to have the last word. If you know a Libra, it's like you can never win in a sense. Like you ain't gonna win. Like it's like if you can shut a Libra up, then you've done well. And I believe it's because it's like it helps them really release any pent up aggression that they may personally be dealing with. So there you have that. If Libras feel any type of pressure, you guys, it's definitely, you know, especially when it comes to making decisions, that can be looked upon as stress, right? Because you got to think, that's why they call Libras indecisive at times. It depends on what kind of Libra you're dealing with, though. They want to get it right all the time, and they also want to be right all the time. So, you know, but they also want to play fair in the same token. So, you know, sometimes they can come across as the people pleaser, right? Wanting to please everyone and everything and make sure everything's good. They kind of use like mental gymnastics in a sense. And, you know, might add a few white lies. They might add a few white lies right there to avoid hurting anyone's feelings, you guys. Just know that. But sometimes when they add too many white lies and it becomes a snowball, they end up telling on themselves later. Just peep game on that too. It's like because they don't want to feel stressed, they don't want to feel weary, and they don't like to worry and stuff like that. So they kind of just end up coming clean anyways. Just like that, you guys are aware of Libra energy. However, you know, they do have some strengths, you guys. They definitely have the gift of gab. It's an air energy, so you know, when it comes to negotiating any types of deals, to get your Libra friend. Like they're really gonna find a way to finesse something and cut a deal in some way, or try to get something to work their way in some form or fashion. So like, let's say for example, you live with a Libra or something like that. You know, when they call the bill collectors, they can put on that nice little Tyra voice from Harvard. You know what I mean, and get what they want. So they know how to mediate too when need be as well. You know, they're all, like I said, they're all up in the business. They probably in the corner try to help somebody. Well, maybe you guys can do that, and then they should do that. Like all of a sudden, just coming out, just literally like it's giving judge, jury, lawyer energy, right? So they definitely know how to butter the biscuit, you guys, and find some type of middle ground. Okay. Now, learning a little bit about Libra season, their Libra's weaknesses. So in the pursuit of them trying to perfect everything, because remember, their house lord of 7 is Venus, right? So in the pursuit of happiness, you guys, they can always definitely overlook some inadequacies that they may have, and they kind of gloss over certain things. They kind of gloss over their own problems, right? And they appear as if everything's great and dandy, but on the back end, you might not know what the hell is going on in their personal life. So they also, like I said, they love talking to people. I feel like Libras some do feel like they need to be in some type of relationship or relationships or have ships. So there can be, in a case like that, when you have too many ships, guys, it's like they compromise a little bit too much, you know? And so that's when they have a tendency to possibly, even their weakness could be like a little lazy. Some might not deliver what they say they're gonna deliver. You know, and there's that. But it's just all depends on their alignment too. Okay. The shadow side of Libra, it's like they can, even though they're concerned about other people, they like taking care of other people, like making sure the welfare of other people is grand, you know, they don't like anyone to know about what is going on with their personal life. So if you can find a Libra where you can crack open what they got going on, they trust you in some form or fashion, or you somehow crack something open in order for them to get vulnerable with you. They like their private life private, okay? Hence why if they're also a Libra Scorpio cusper, then they're super private. It's really gonna be hard to crack any kind of tea about them. Like I said, they'll tell a white lie first before they tell you their business. They'll act like everything's all peaches and cream and gravy and popsicle sticks. So they'll also kind of tend to gossip too. As far as the money sector, when it comes to Libra, they're very meticulous as far as when it comes to the financial sector. Like, it's not going to be easy to give up their social security number or their credit card info unless they know what the hell is going on and what they're contributing their money to, and they can see everything. But they are showstoppers when it comes to getting money to become debt-free or to pay off their bills. Like, they're really good about knowing how to get the bread and all that stuff, you know, and making sure they're straight. Because when they're not straight, it's a problem. Okay, so because they carefully research everything, you know, to make sure they have long-term security. That short-term, don't cut it for Libras, okay? And like I said, they're always very, very generous because they're ruled by Venus, right? So they love to spend money on the luxurious things. They like to buy special things for people. You know, they like to buy quality items, okay? And, you know, if you want them to fall in love with you, just go ahead and take the ass to the mall. They love a good bargain. Also, too, they love to dress to impress. So Libra season, put it on, honey. Just shine, shine your diamonds, shine your light, wear whatever makes you feel bright, literally, because it's Libra season. Really quick, guys, I want to do a special Libra spread, and then we'll go into the collective, okay? So let's do that really quick. I want to see what cards come out for Libra specifically. I'm going to pull from the Rummy Oracle really quick. So let's do that just for a quick second, just to break up the energy. That way I want Libra's reading to be separate. So if you're a Libra Sun, let's give you a couple of lovely little cards here and see what comes up. What is the Oracle for Libra? Ooh. Libra, you got a couple. So the Rummy Oracles, you guys, I love this. This is our new deck that we got, remember? And I haven't opened since the last time. So there are little inserts that I will low-key read, but, you know, looking at it, I'll give you my intuitive read as well. I love this. Look at that. So card number 2, we have a passion for purpose, Libra. Okay, look at the colors. Passion for purpose. So pretty much right now, this is a grand time, you know, cleaning out the energy, organizing, detailing, making everything look aesthetically pleasing and all the things, and moving the energy around and feng shuiing and all of that stuff is a perfect time for Libra season right now. Getting things in order before it really hits the grain, right? Towards, you know, the end of the year when it starts to get deep into like Scorpio energy and, you know, moving further. So passion for purpose. So anything that you're tapping into, this could be a spiritual path that you're on right now as well. You know, what is your ability to serve? What are you doing right now? Right. So if we're looking at this deck here, you know, what is your talent? What's your purpose? What are you dreaming of? What do you have going on? You know, that way you can turn your passion into something that it doesn't feel like work. You don't dread it, you know, and the money's coming in and it's serving all of your needs and your purposes and wants in life and your desires and everything like that. So this is like an exciting color of love as well. Okay. I know in Libra it's like the energy of that color. It's kind of like Libras, like I said, love ships, relationships, or to have people in their corner when they feel supported, when they feel loved. It's like for some reason they get an extra boost of something. So you may get an extra boost. So now it's like the number 2, you could be thinking of this. So when you turn that and put emotion towards that, right? And then you got to take action though, okay? So you may have lots of thoughts and ideas coming up during Libra season. So make sure you take action on it though, you know? You might have, especially with the moon in Aquarius right now, you maybe have lots of ideas and desires and things that you want to do, but it's like you got to, you know, remember to take action too. I like this. It's all in a row. The dissolving light is also here too. Ooh, I love this card. I love this. So let's see here with this oracle. Look at this. It's like a person within a person. So it's like your higher self. So this is definitely a spiritual card here. I love this energy. Whatever you're wishing for, whatever that you want to come towards you, whatever you ponder a lot about. Because remember, whenever you think about something so much in your free time, it ends up materializing in your world, right? So you have to keep game on. You know, I know Libra, you guys like to reach the hearts of many people and you like to, you know, make sure everything's copacetic, but also make sure that you're good as well, right? Listen to your inner guidance system on the things that you need to carry out in your season. Some people have a good solar return. Some people are like, eh. So this is your new year, right? So whenever we have a solar return, it's like a new year for you. This is the real new year for you personally. So I feel like this is a clever energy. It's giving like fire, sizzle, burn. It's kind of like burn away any negative energy that you can, or any negative patterns, behaviors, habits, beliefs, all of that. Just kind of let it go. This is like divine energy, dissolving the light as well. So 3 is also the number of creation. You could be a life path number 3 possibly as well. So I love this. It's like whatever's within your surroundings. It's kind of like once you remove that darkness, you will see the light. It's like you will have that aha moment, that breakthrough moment. But sometimes you have to remove people, places, and things in order to have that happen, right? And we all know this. Well, we should know this. Okay. We do also have here, I like this, blood angel. Let me pull up. Let's pull this up. This is like being in the midst of darkness. So some of you guys, if you kind of look at it, I don't know if you guys can see the way they made it. See, like it's like this dark energy. And this is also card number 7. Libra rules the house number of, well, its home is number 7, right? 7 is also a very spiritual number. But looking at this card here, it's definitely, if you feel like, you know, dark energies, like I said, Libras don't really like to tell their deep, dark emotions to anybody, really. They kind of keep those under wraps and kind of just tuck them away or sweep them under the rug and just kind of like get in everybody else's business and not really deal with their own. So if you are dealing with any struggles, having this card come out, it's kind of like, make sure you're writing things down, journaling, making sure you're doing like mindfulness activities and things of that nature. That way you are filtering out and you're dealing with, you know, things that you need to deal with. That way you can balance your own goddamn scales and have like a nice solar return. So start if you haven't done so already. And if you're going through something right now, or something happened, this is giving like lots of mixed emotions here with all this color, all these colors. Okay. So it's kind of like, you got to really listen to your divine self. Like this is like taking the time out for you. Lots of sensations and emotions within these colors here. Okay, so during this process, hopefully you're not going through a repetitive cycle. Hopefully you're ending stuff. Make sure you're doing things that make you feel good. Okay, you have to like try not to overexert yourself, especially when it comes to any ships that you're sailing. Trying to please everybody, it's not, that shouldn't even be your avenue. Like, you know what I'm saying, right at this day and age. Like, let that kind of energy go. It's got to be reciprocated. So if you see yourself doing that and you're putting yourself, you're like not dealing with self, that's kind of a problem. It's giving, it's like you're tired. You know what I'm saying? What about Libra, right? You might have to think about that for a second and take action on that. 7 is a masculine number. So it's like, really take action on dealing with self. Because when you feel good inside, you're going to exude all of that on the outside. Excuse me. So make sure that you tend to your own garden, right? As I say that, great segue. It says, enter the garden of delights. I love this. So something that you could be thinking of, that you're feeling any thoughts or any emotions or feelings that you may have. Card number 28. These are both divine divine feminine numbers. Okay, dealing with your divine feminine energy. So let's kind of pull that up. Entering the garden of delights. So it's kind of like all the seeds that you did plant during this season, you should be able to see, are you aware of what's in your garden right now? You know, it's kind of like having this sacred space, right? Whatever you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, whatever seeds you planted, whatever grass that you've watered, you know, what is your garden looking like right now? How are you feeling? How are your emotions? So it's like kind of low-key, like saying, kind of check in with yourself. Actually, I would say high-key because 2 cards came out like that. You know, this is also like being acquainted with love and like trying to like find a new way of living life or breathing life. You know, Libras do have a way of giving life to things, people, places, and things in a sense when they're in the higher octave. So this could be a very powerful type of an energy here. Okay. And think of this card too as like it's like worshiping to love on yourself. Like, I don't like that word worship, but like loving on yourself and just exuding unconditional love is what I like to say. Okay. So that is for Libra specifically. Let me pull out some quick, I do want to do we'll do one more for Libra really quick, specially for you, Libra. this? No, we don't want the T cards. We don't want the T cards. Oh yeah, we might as well pull out, you know what? Let's get funky. So we'll do romance, love and relationship for Libra. And then after this, guys, we'll do collective. So what do we have for Libra Sun? Libra Sun. Libra Sun. Ooh. Slow down. I just want to get to know you. So just because you want something so bad doesn't mean that you have to kind of rush into it. Libras can have a little bit of impatience depending on what's playing out in their chart, FYI. So literally the slow down card is like, now while it's your season, kind of take the time out to really pay attention to certain things, because you could have some missed chances that pop up if you're not paying attention to them. Ooh, my ear's ringing. That's a sign. It's like, make sure you've considered all your options before jumping into something. Okay? Did you give it your all? Did you give it everything? In the end, you're only going to regret, you know, the chances that you didn't take. Okay? Ooh, my ear's screaming right now. So there could be some type of disconnect. Hence why, you know, the blood angel did come out. Hence why, ooh, the dissolving life came out as well. Okay? There could be some type of disharmony that you could be facing right now. Okay? There could be some type of disconnect within your some connections, so you might want to mend those bridges and fix those. Okay? Use this time to really address any type of issues that you may have, to restore harmony during Libra season, right? The word harmony, balance within any connections that you may have right now. Because what kind of feeling would that be going into holding on? Libra's really good at holding on to grudges. So make sure that you kind of release those, right? But on the flip side, we do have sweet songs. So for you guys, sometimes often like music, frequencies, things of that nature can help for healing and bringing harmony and balance as well within your soul. This could be like a telepathic aid as well that's coming through in order to share spiritual messages possibly here, and emotions, okay? We do also have ecstasy that popped out as well for you, Libra. There could be somebody or something. I mean, we are in cupcake season, so somebody that's like upgrading your mind, body, and soul, you know, and making you feel good is always electrifying, right? It's always a nice pleasure. So get ready for some love that could also be coming in for some of you guys as well. You guys probably could have been very guarded, so allow love to kind of flow in through you, okay? So that you can be loved instead of being guarded. Some Libras might be a little bit scared to get hurt or have PTSD from other connections, so this is why shadow work is very important. You know, this is a grand time, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you heal, okay? That way you know when you're ready for love, okay? So that is for Libra. Okay, so let's move along, y'all. That was my little special treat for you guys. And then we'll move into the collective in a moment. So let's get back to it. All right. So as far as the collective, you guys, so let's tap in. So I have the charts pulled up here, guys. So right now, the sun is in Libra, okay? When the sun's in Libra, so think of, like I said, it's all about balancing the scales. It's all about getting balanced in life, okay? What do you need to balance out in life right now? Excuse me. Where does the harmony need to come in from, okay? It's kind of like the universe saying, ooh, there it goes. It's kind of like the universe saying, let's kind of keep the peace, right? We want to have positive energy flowing through. I know with this crazy world that we live in right now, there's a lot of things that could be playing out. So that's why it's like sometimes you might need to detox from social media. You might need to detox from certain people, places, and things sometimes in order to get back centered and balanced, right? So, you know, during this season, hopefully, because it's all about relationships and people trying to be yummy and show their best selves, because like I said, it's cupcake season. So, you know, people might be more in the mode of compromising, working together, You know, relationships might get a little bit of extra love, get extra yummy there. You might find yourself feeling way more social. You might be a little bit more charming because that's the energy. It's Venus energy playing out, right? So as far as self, you guys, so it's really time to focus on finding your own inner balance as well. Like I said, inner is always first, and then it's the outer world, right? So think of this as like a cosmic reminder in Libra season to really take care of yourself emotionally, mentally, physically. You know, self-care is going to be the name of the game right now during Libra season, you guys. Okay, you might feel a little bit more inclined to really pamper yourself. Like I said, if you want to look nice and dressed up, do it. Like those baths, the jewelry, the whatever, and anything like self-care routines, all that stuff is going to be the name of the game here. Really indulge in a little bit of self-love. Okay, it's definitely, it's Libra season. It's calling out for that. Okay, as far as love and relationships, you guys, like I said, love is in the air. It's definitely cupcake season. You know, 7th house of relationships is playing out Venus energy. So everyone's going to be like in DMs, texts, phone calls, emails, someone down the street at the grocery store, at the gas station. You just might get hit on, or you might be doing, you know what I'm saying, initiating that. You know, of course, and it might be combined as well, you know. So partnerships are going to be a theme. Okay, everyone's going to try and thrive when it comes to partnerships or connections right now during this time. If you're in a relationship right now, I would say this is an excellent time to kind of like work on compromising, bringing the harmony alive, making sure you're doing like cute little forget-me-nots, little notes, like do it, like get a little creative if you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like bring the spice. Come on, it's like little. It's the weather's getting a little cold. You want to cuddle up, Netflix and chill energy, right? So do like exciting stuff together if you are in a relationship. Or if you're even talking to someone, getting to know them, you want to deepen the connection. I mean, that's also important too, right? So just do like different stuff. I'm not going to say what I did. We're not going to put Tisha on blast, but I did a nice little gesture that you wouldn't think of. And yeah, all my friends are just gawking me for it. It's so funny. So anyways, I'm not in a relationship though, I'm just saying. Anyways, for love and money, love and money. When it comes to love and money, oh, you got to be careful. Venus energy, right? You can definitely overindulge when it comes to Venus. Remember, Libra's like the finer things in life, like everything luxurious. You got to find a nice sweet spot now when we're in Libra season as far as love and money, because, you know, you might be tempted to splurge a little bit on some fancy dinners and things of that nature, or gifts. So you got to keep your eye on your budget if you have one, if you need to have one. You know, in relationships, remember, financial discussions are what causes majority of disconnections within any type of relationship or marriage or anything. You know it. You already know these things, right? So if financial discussions do come up, be open, be very fair, and you know, it's all about finding balance, right? Don't go overboard when it comes to love and money. But as far as money and career, you guys, for the collective, I feel like within this season, I'm going to talk about some aspects that are playing out here too that I see, because it's kind of like a seesaw when it comes to money and career. On the positive side, it's like you could have this charm, you could have this smooth delivery. It's like you can be smooth talking, kind of get your way. You can be diplomatic about certain situations right now that comes. You can be a grand negotiator. You can be in this collabing kind of a vibe, right? And people are drawn to that when you're a person that plays fair and you're like, you put yourself in other people's shoes, you really show gratitude, you know what I'm saying? As far as when it comes to opportunities and having business partners, people love that one hand washes the other kind of an energy, right? So this can be a chance to actually boost your moolah, you know, and boost any career prospects, okay? Now, you guys know on this channel, I always tell you the negative and the positive. There's duality within everything in life. So on the flip side to this, guys, you know, I'll tell you about the aspects in a minute, but your desire to want to balance things out and find harmony within anything that you do You might be a little bit hesitant to take risks. Remember, like I said, Libras like to make sure they know what they're putting their money into. You know, you can't just give up. They're not going to just give up their digits on anything, right? Unless they know what they're going after as far as shopping goes. But if you are asking them for something, it's like, why? What's going on? What happened? What you got going on? Why did I do this? What's that? How much? Why? Who? Like, it's like all these questions, right? Literally, it's like judge, lawyer vibes. So, they might be hesitant, or as a collective, people might be hesitant to take risks. And some of you guys, for not taking risks, you might be leaving money on the table. You might miss a golden opportunity because you might be thinking of fear or doubt or just super inquisitive, right? So just remember, during this season, find the sweet spot. There's some areas in life where you have to initiate, you have to start the party, you have to just be very assertive when it comes to getting things you want, when it comes to money and career. If you work with other people, you might have to compromise. That's where the balance comes in. Compromising will definitely be key, especially if you have employees or you work with employees, if you're not a business owner, or if you have co-workers, or, you know, you guys are partnered up and doing something. So compromise is going to be key to keeping that money game strong. Okay. That way you can keep those career scales tipped in your favor. Let's kind of talk about moon in Aquarius. I think that's really important to find out the energy of moon in Aquarius. Now, you know the moon is how we react and respond, right? So Aquarius being that air energy. Aquarius, let's talk about the positive first. So the positive side to this lunar phase, let's see. Aquarius is, let's talk about this first too. So Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, okay? Co-ruler is Uranus. Uranus is the planet that's going to add an extra seasoning to the chicken. So Uranus is where you can get all those, you know, with this energy of like embracing how unique each of us are. We all have unique gifts, talents, and skill sets to bring to the forefront. So it's kind of like a green light to be like, dink, be yourself during this time. Be you, no matter how quirky, weird, different, like how out of the box you may feel, just be you. Okay. Also, this is the energy when you have Sun in Libra, Moon in Aquarius, they're both socialites, or should be. So it's like extra energy for being a social butterfly. You might be extra texty, calling people. You might be a chatterbox, you know, at work or when you're grocery shopping or whatever have you, and passing to people. So people tend to be a little bit more open to gaining new friendships or doing group activities. It's all about really expanding your crew when it comes to Moon and Aquarius energy, especially with Sun and Libra, and really connecting with kindred spirits, right? Also, too, when the Moon is in Aquarius, this is where we get lots of ideas. So you might be sitting home, you know, the weather's getting cold, you might not go out as much, it might not be as nice weather, it might be raining, snowing, freeze balls, so you might just be at home. So this is where you might get creative and super inspired during this time to really do something. It's where we can come up with the most groundbreaking ideas. You know what's funny is a lot of things that I've actually created myself, like even this deck, you know, like certain things that I've done have come out when the moon was in Aquarius. So anyways, so it's more of like progressive thinking, and also too, like, just have this like free flowing energy. It's like you want to be out, you don't want to be like stuck. Okay. Also too, Aquarians are more inclined to do good deeds. So it's hand in hand right now. Sun in Libra, you know, they like to do things for people and be all chummy yummy, and then here comes Moon in Aquarius. So you can really overextend yourself. So make sure you have boundaries though. So overextending, helping people, maybe even doing social causes, low-key, like a humanitarian kind of a sense. It's kind of like, let's make the world a better place. But on the flip side, since the moon is how we react and respond, and the moon is more on the emotional stance of things, it doesn't really like Aquarius energy because emotions are going to be non-existent. If you have someone, it's like, it's not going to be really all about the deep, you know, emotional, like that phase is like non-existent when the moon's in Aquarius. And remember, it's ruled by Saturn. So you might feel like you're on a different wavelength with people. while the moon has been Capricorn, Aquarius, Saturn energy playing out. Okay, so misunderstandings in relationships could really be a theme. People could be very stubborn. Aquarius energy can be very stubborn at times, and they also don't like to talk about their own feelings. You know, they could be resistant to change as well, you guys. Even if it's for the best, like they could still be very resistant. This is air energy playing out. So Sun in Libra is air, right? Aquarian air energy, even though it's a water barrier, but it's an air sign. So all that airheaded energy that's playing out right now, that's all in your head. So many of us could be overthinking certain situations. There's a chance that you might be so deep into thought to where you might overanalyze, right? We literally just got out of Virgo season, so it's still lingering too. So it's like all of this, and because they tend to do that too. So this can lead to being like mentally exhausted in some cases, you guys, if you're not careful with using this energy. You know, even if someone does have emotions about things, it can be very unpredictable. Like one minute you're good, and the next minute's like, ah, you know. Aquariuses are known to being unpredictable. You never know what an Aquarius energy, like what they're tapping into. So think of how the collective is going to be feeling. You know what I mean? You never, like I said, you never know. You might just come out boohoo crying in tears. You might just be dry and insensitive and don't care. You know, it's like, you know, mood swings. Okay, mood swings may be a theme. Okay, emotional whiplash is what I like to call it. As far as having those big grand ideas for yourself, executing those ideas might be a little hard for some. Some people might not, you know, they might feel like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? You might feel a little elusive. So losing a little bit of, you know, I would say being a low key, a little bit frustrated. You might be a little bit frustrated when the moon's in Aquarius, okay? So let's kind of move on, guys. I want you guys to, we're going to tap into the houses right now. So if you know your rising sign, if not, let's see where this is playing out for you. So let's see. Aries rising, it's going to be in your 7th house of partnerships. So literally total opposite energy. If you're an Aries rising, this is like playing in your house. Please, I hope you guys know how to alchemize this. Taurus rising's in the 6th, Gemini rising 5th, Cancer rising 4th, Leo rising 3rd, Virgo rising 2nd, Libra rising, of course, the 1st house, Scorpio rising the 12th, Sag rising 11th, friendships and goals, another ship house, Capricorn rising 10th house, career and public image, Aquarius rising 9th house, travel and higher learning, and Pisces rising is going to be your 8th house of transformation and shared resources, okay? So let's go into the houses, you guys, if you have Libra there for Libra season, okay? So as far as the 1st house, if you have Libra in the 1st house, you guys, it's all about self and identity. So for 1st house energy, this is where you can really boost your self-confidence. Because remember, this is like Venus energy flowing through. So, you know, be real. Show up as your authentic self, okay? Show love and respect to other people. That way you can get it in return. It's literally that simple, because you want to avoid the me, pick me energy when it's playing in your 1st house, because that is not cute. And then you end up bending backwards over for everybody else. Okay, so 2nd house. 2nd house is all about your finances and things that you value, people, places, and things that you value. So I would say find a balance with, you know, hustling right now. Find a balance with your financial situation right now. Like literally your stability should be on your mind right now. Balancing that if it's playing out in your 2nd house. And remember to share the wealth if you know, your cup is overpouring. You know, I always say sharing is caring. Also, sometimes sharing is free in some cases, like supporting people. But you gotta kind of be careful of the 2nd house too. Try not to, you know, let the material world kind of just control your life. You might spend money like it's going out of style and just like try and buy everything up. Remember, Libra energy, they can overspend, overindulge, right? So you got to be careful in 2nd house. 3rd house. 3rd house is all about communication. And it also could deal with siblings too. So, oh, sorry guys. Hold on. Oh yeah. Ooh. 3rd house. So trying to find a balance in the 3rd, if this is playing on your 3rd house for Libra season, Keep your communication game strong, black and white, clean as a whistle. Don't get no blood on your hands. Play fair as possible. Try not to manipulate anybody when it comes to your third house energy, or else you just gonna come back and just bite yourself in the butt when it comes Scorpio season. You might get stung. So at all costs, try and avoid gossip, unnecessary drama. Pretty much don't let that stuff trip you up in the third house. Fourth house, we all know this is a Cancer house, about home and family and things of that nature. So you need to find a balance in making sure home is straight first and foremost, especially if you live with other people, if you have a relationship that you're in right now, or roommates, or whoever you live with. Make home like a chill place for yourself, like straight up. Okay, if you have some type of emotions playing out, let those emotions come out when you need to. Try not to hold them in, because like I said, remember, Libra likes to sweep things under the rug. So you want to try and avoid any type of family feuds that are playing out as well. All right. Let's see. Fifth house. If you have Libra in the fifth house, you need to just, this is a Leo house that's all about creativity and romance too. So show some love, show some your creative skills. Let them kind of like come out. Don't go overboard with theatrics though. What you want to do is try to avoid being a drama queen, since this is a fire house. Okay. And if you have any creative blockages, try and figure out why you have those blockages. Find out where they're coming from and just kind of like figure that out, because you want to be able to have creative, healthy outlets for yourself during this time. Okay. Sixth house. So sixth house, this is about health and work. This is a Virgo house. So, put in the work, honey. Like I said, Libras aren't shy as far as when it comes to getting money to make sure things are paid for, right? So if you have this playing out in your house, use that energy. Like, put yourself to work, be disciplined, find a nice schedule for yourself, a routine, a pattern, or something that you can get into. But don't forget to take care of yourself. Okay, remember, it's also about Libra season. It's also about self-care. Avoid burning the candle at both ends, is like that saying that I like to say. You're not a robot. Sometimes with Libra energy playing out, some people can play robot, and that's no fun, right? We don't want to just be always working and not having any fun. So seventh house. So if Libra season is hitting your seventh house, if Libra's here, this is a house of partnership. So pretty much for the most part is, balance all your relationships right now. Make sure you have healthy people that are around you. Make sure that people that can motivate you, support you, love on you, and also just not be a fan or a cheerleader. They're going to give you some constructive criticism in order for you to, keep moving around in this world too. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose sight of your own dreams and passions and goals and your needs or whatever, right? So that's when you have to make sure you have boundaries, healthy ones. You can't be stage 5 clinger. Okay, try not to bring in that codependent energy, because then there could be some constant battles that could be playing out as well, and nobody wants that. Eighth house, if you have Libra here, eighth house is all about transformation and shared resources, right? So this house is for you. If Libra's playing out here, this is all about growing for you. This is all about changing for you. Don't be a control freak when it's in your eighth house. Okay, you have to really learn to deal with power struggles. And if somebody tells you something in confidence, you better keep that secret and not be like a lion gossiping Libra energy. You don't want that playing out, because that will not, you don't want that to come back to you and get stung during Scorpio season. Trust me, okay? Keep it open and real, all right? If you have Libra in the ninth house, so this is a Sag house, so it's all about transformation, travel, or not transformation, higher learning and travel. So you need to start balancing out sorry. Okay, so you need to start balancing your, you need to stay open-minded, okay? Try not to be a pessimistic Paul. Be more like an optimistic person, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, you don't have to believe in anything anyone says, but it's always good to have like a listening ear when it comes to expanding your mind and broadening your horizons with everything, right? Because if you are in Libra season and you sitting there and it's in this ninth house right here, if you're sitting there stuck in your ways, honey, you're gonna miss this whole energy shift right here. Okay, so ain't nobody got time for that. 10th house. So 10th house is all for your career and public image, right? So chase your dreams, you know what I'm saying? Turn your dreams into reality, I should say. And let things kind of go with the flow. Like, let them come to you. Like, don't be afraid to really express yourself and get into the things that you really want to get into during Libra season. Okay. But don't sell your soul for success. Okay. Because, you know, you want to avoid not getting too obsessed with your money and career and the material world and your possessions. And, you know, because then that's when you compromise your morals, values, beliefs. And you don't want to go there. 11th house. So 11th house, if this is Libra's in 11th house, this is all about friendships, another ship house, right? And goals too, your aspirations, right? So, you know, I would say find balance and trying to be a good friend, be supportive. Like I was saying earlier, support is free. So if you have a friend that has a business, share their stuff, share what they got going on. Everything starts in the basement. Everything starts from the trunk is what I like to call it. So share what they got going on instead of like buying a Lucci or Gooey or whatever hell, you know what I'm saying? And that way you guys can actually come together and really make something happen. So if you have a friend that's like an entrepreneur like you, or looking to start a business or do something outside of corporate world, tap into it with them and maybe start something, let something go, like do something in some form or fashion to help support your friend, or, you know, hopefully you have someone that's coming in trying to support you. You know, that way you guys can build something together. But, you know, because you want to kind of avoid cliques when it's in the 11th house. If you're in like a cliquey vibe where it's like mean girl vibe and like you're talking head about somebody else and what they got going on and worried about what's on somebody else's plate, I mean, you're only going to create more squares and challenges for yourself. That gossiping energy is not going to get you anywhere. Just talking about other people for what? Like, what is it going to do for you? So you could lose sight of your own goals by paying attention to what's on somebody else's table, and you need to worry about keeping your full legs up on your goddamn table, right? 12th house. So 12th house energy, this is a spiritual house, it's a Pisces house, right? This is all about, you know, like your inner self and things of that nature. So if you have Libra here playing out, I would definitely say it's time to balance you from the spiritual world and the physical world. Find a nice balance. Know when to use the two, okay? Take time for yourself. This is like be a grand time to do some self-reflecting, get some alone time, making sure that you're putting that self-care within that as well. It's going to be super important in the 12th house because, honey, baby, when you avoid doing anything for self and you're in that Libra energy with people pleasing and making sure everybody else is good but your goddamn self, you're going to isolate yourself, okay? You're going to really keep yourself in a damn turtle shell, and all these good grand all these grand things can be happening to you where it's just like you're gonna miss the mark. Oh my god, guys, my heart is beating fast. Okay, aspects. Let's talk about these aspects. Sorry, I have messages going across my screen right now. I really want to talk about some of these aspects that are playing out, especially when it comes to Venus, because Venus rules Libra, right? And so right now Venus is actually sextiling yeah, it's sextiling Mars. And Mars is in Libra. Right. Yeah. So this is good because, you know, Venus is in Leo, which is like a fire energy, right? This is like a cosmic match made in heaven in a sense, because then it's like Sun in Libra, and then you have Mars in Libra. Mars is the planet of action, and, you know, I love this energy. It's like giving you like a little wink. Being charming, being charismatic, down to earth, like very detail oriented, but also having that a lot of air energy in there. I feel like a lot of creative energy could happen with this combo here. It could be very satisfying, to be honest with you. And then we also have the sun is in Libra. It's trining the moon right now. So this is kind of like a high five energy. This is like a perfect blend of like adding like a little bit of social charm to any type of intellect that's going on. You can play the ultimate peacemaker, mother hen. You can be the forward thinker, be more solution based with this energy, and use this energy to really use that Aquarian energy to be unique, and then use that Libra energy to really bring in the you know, some grand energies to where people actually like you for you, and you don't have to put on this facade or act like anybody else when it comes to your relationship. So I like this energy actually. But watch out for getting too detached emotionally, because remember, like I told you, Moon in Aquarius, emotions are like non-existent. So sometimes it comes with a little equal give and take, right? We all have a story. We all come from something. So if you can find like a common ground on how to connect with someone, that'd be great. Keep heartfelt connections alive. I feel like people don't talk anymore. People don't even like rub shoulders anymore. Like I've been so like being like less off of social media this year, 2023, and tapping more into real connections in real life like is so much better than just zooming it up in everything digital and going live every single day. I gotta be like, I gotta connect like here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. It's a whole nother ball game. I encourage other people to do it, but some people are scared, you know? So balance your need for independence and your desire for togetherness, like come together within your community. It's so much better when you make a life. Because what if like the internet goes out, or what if we don't have social media? You know what I'm saying? Like, then what you gonna do? You didn't build nothing in your real world. So make sure you're building stuff in your real world. Okay. Find balance. Okay. We do also have the sun is having a quincy with Saturn. Oh my god, this is so annoying. It's like I have cat hair in my eyeball. So when I say Quincy here on my channel, it's a quincunx. So the sun is in Libra, right? Air energy. And then Saturn's retrograding in Pisces right here. So the sun is kind of low-key throwing a curveball to Saturn and Pisces right now through this aspect. It's kind of like a cosmic puzzle we got to kind of deal with, okay? This can really push you to reassess what type of commitments did you make for yourself, especially when it comes to your relationships, to help you find more of a balanced and fair approach, Libra energy, right? However, this can kind of make you feel a little bit stuck because Saturn is retrograding. It's kind of like trying to find a rock in a hard place, which can cause a little bit of tension. So the key, if you want the key, find a creative solution. Always be solution-based, guys. But also be patient with yourself when you're trying to navigate these energies as well, because it can be a little bit conflicting. So really use this aspect. Oh, excuse me. God, what's going on with me right now? Use this time to really rethink your long-term goals. Make any adjustments where they need to be. That way it aligns better with you in this season, in this new version of you right now, okay? It's a little tricky dance, but once you kind of tap into this energy, you'll be a little bit more wiser. You'll be a little bit more in tune to your true path. Jackson, I'm in here. We do also have Mercury that's trining with Jupiter. So we all know Mercury's in Virgo. It's at 14 degrees. Jupiter is still retrograding in the sign of Taurus. So that's a lot of earth energy right there. This earth trine. So Mercury's all about the planet of communication, right? So Mercury in Virgo, it's kind of like, it's a nice, I like this. It's like a smooth trine. It's kind of like that cosmic green light to have that mental agility to really carry out the things that you need to carry out. You know, things that you need to say, conversations that you need to have. So this energy is all about, you know, expanding your mind, expanding your thinking, like thinking outside of the box, getting those ideas out, you guys, you know, but also still being practical at the same time, right? With this earth energy. So attention to detail can combine so beautifully with this Jupiter wisdom, okay? You know, this can lead to you making very smart decisions and also being productive as well when it comes to who you talking to. Like talking to people with purpose, you know, or that have purpose or something going on. It leaves out, you know, the gossiping and people just sitting there breathing on the phone and talking about nothing kind of a vibe, you know? Because remember, retrograde energy kind of slows things down just a little bit to make room and time for bigger plans. So it'd be a perfect time with this aspect playing out to really refine what are some strategies that you need to tap into, what are some systems that you need to create for yourself, make them rock solid, rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying? So use this period like while this aspect's playing out to really soak up some knowledge if you can, you guys. Embrace your learning skills. Really put some wisdom into action, straight up. Your mind, like, this is a treasure. This is your treasure, okay? So seize the moment, and take those ideas and turn them into action, because it ain't nothing if it's just sitting up here, right? We do also have Chiron. Chiron is opposing Mars. So this is kind of like a cosmic tug of war between, should I heal and should I take action? You know, I would say this can be a little bit challenging because there's a lot of opportunities for us to grow, right? Healing is like a never-ending journey, period. So with this clash, you may need to be a little bit more assertive, especially like you got to remove fear, you got to remove doubt. When something feels unsettling to your spirit, you know something is there, you got to deal with it. Like, deal with it head on, deal with it right then and there. It's going to be very important. This is why shadow work and healing is a never-ending journey. There's always a room for shadow work. There's always a room to heal, right? So I would say with this aspect right here, this is that opportunity for growth, right? Make sure whatever changes happen, it's a chance for you to really address it right then and there, nip it in the bud, heal those wounds, sew them up, and roll out. Okay, and that's fire energy. Chiron is in fire energy, Aries sign, right? So to benefit from this, so it can really work for you, work on really just finding a balance, you guys, between asserting yourself and trying to maintain harmony and balance. So what does this look like? Where it's kind of like, you know, your world can be so chaotic and things can be thrown at you, or you can get triggered or something. So this is where solitude is very good. This is where you need to sit in peace or do mindful activities or any spiritual work or whatever, or, you know, get comfortable with being alone for a little bit, dealing with what you got to deal with, and then you come out into the world and participate, right? So don't shy away from having a healthy confrontation either. If someone else is involved in this, let them know what's up. Let them know the deal. You know, if you can't have an adult conversation with whoever you're dealing with and you're dealing with a child, like child mind, like, oh God, that's like the worst. Like, what do you need to be in that connection, right? That's a problem if two adults can't have a healthy conversation. You know what I mean? So this would be an opportunity for healing, heal some old wounds. I feel like being aware of anything will allow you to be able to navigate, to find lots of harmony and balance within any connection that you have. Like, if you have a person where you can tell them, like, what's up, like, hey, I don't think you should have did this. You know what I mean? Because look at the outcome and look how your energy is and blah, 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 blah. If you're really just honest and upfront, then they might listen to you instead of just say one ear and out the other. Especially if you're a person that has created some type of stance for yourself, you know what I'm saying, your own morals, values, beliefs, and they kind of know where you're coming from, they're gonna listen to you, period. So that's just something to think about. All right, so that's it, guys. Let's kind of go into the collective reading. How far are we in? Okay, not bad. Whew. I was trying to move a little bit quick so I can get to the spread, so we can get to the spread. Ooh, this deck is ready, clearly. So what we're going to do for the collective spread, guys, we're going to read the collective energy, and then we're going to go into, ooh, God, all signs. And you guys know all signs is where it's the wheel, the big three. Okay, so, oh, that's the thing that I was looking for, right? The wheel. Hold on. Voila! Okay, so I found the big wheel. So we'll do the big wheel, or the big three, after we tap into... I gotta put these on because this light, honey. All right, so that one's next. So actually we'll do the... That's funny, that crystal literally jumped, like it knew it was time to, like, do this. All right, guys. Okay, we're gonna do the collective energy first. What is going down for Libra season? All right, what does the collective need to see for Libra season? What does the collective need to see for Libra season? Oh, and Moon in Aquarius too. Look at all these threes. See, paying attention to your surroundings. I'm telling you guys, build connections around you. All of these threes. It's really time. I know we're in cuffing season, but also not even just to like, you could be cuffing a business partnership, a hobby, a new career, a new environment, anything new, like something you need to be holding on tight to and allowing it to grow and elevate. Clearly, because all these threes, you guys, literally. So as I was saying earlier, it's like this is like a total sign. Look what comes out too, door to romance. Okay, 33. I mean, like, cuffing season, it ain't lying, right? It's all about relationships, guys. No matter if you're in a business partnership, friendship, love ship, situationship, side piece ship, whatever ship you're sailing, now's the time. It really is. It's like I said, you might be getting texts, phone calls, DMs, people showing their best side, you know, or showing up, showing out. Some people, I feel like they're just over, like, some people are over being single. People are ready to find their other half. They've been through the BS. They have a D under their belt or whatever may have you. Like, it's just like, I've been seeing it a lot, but make sure you have boundaries set up. Make sure you allow people to actually see that you have morals, values, and belief. You know, just don't let any old person just kind of come in. Like, pay attention to how people are acting. What are they showing you versus, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of like, for example, my friend is talking to like two people right now, right? One person is like dry with text messages and only wants to see them. And it just so happens it's so hard for them to come together. The other friend is like just met someone and they're already showing all, like they're into the same thing. It's just like so smooth as butter. Like, it's very cordial. It's very elegant. It's like so nice. It's like they're into, like they just get each other and they're actually making both an effort to be detailed within the text messages, even though they can't see each other yet. So it's like, which one would you go for? You know what I mean? This struggle, or this one that's kind of just like, oh, okay, you know, where this one is still questionable. You don't even know nothing about the person. The text messages, meaning when I say dry, it's like ain't nothing going on. You don't even know like exactly what it is that they do. What are their hobbies? What are they into? Like nothing. It's like dry like that. It's always like, hey, how's your day? What you doing? What you got going on? And that's it. Like, when can we see each other? So that's giving booty call, and this is giving long-term connection, right? So door to romance, guys. There's someone that could be within your area, arena, no matter whatever ship you're sailing or wanting to sail right now. It's like literally nurture those around you during this time. Okay, you never know when the internet's going to go out. Social media is kind of like all these bots and AI. You don't know if you're talking to a real person or not nowadays. So it's like you might as well meet the person at the grocery store or the gas station. It's giving. Like, it's just giving. So someone has the key somewhere, right? We also have door to personal healing and happiness. Okay, 34, right? So whatever it is that you're tapping into right now, okay, it's allowing you, like I said earlier, if you are triggered, or if you're going through stuff where you're healing out of certain situations right now, you know, while you're building yourself up with that number 4, you know, as you're taking action in life, there are going to be some circumstances or situations that may play out to where it's like, oh, I need to do some shadow work. Oh, I need to heal a little bit here. You know what I mean? Healing is a never ending journey. Okay. I know the work is hard. No one wants to look at the man in the mirror and see all the negative stuff, right? But we got to deal with it. That way we're not projecting onto other people. That way we're not dumping our problems onto other people. This will make you feel so much more happy because you're more optimistic, right? Instead of pessimistic Polly or negative Nancy. You're more like, oh, hey, what's up? Or, you know, oh, it's all right. I totally get it. You know, and having real empathy instead of that fake empathy that people are throwing out there. You know what I'm saying? So an opportunity to heal is always there. Look at everything as an opportunity. And then we have Archangel Ariel. Okay. This is our second chakra. So it's definitely time. Look at the numbers 36 to 36 equaling number 9, 369, whole sign. I'm just saying, so sometimes you need to take that energy, and it comes with like, you got to really let some things go to allow new things to come in, period. I mean, straight up. I'm just keeping it real. Okay? And you got to speak up. Okay? Archangel Gabriel here. You got to speak up, guys. If you got to, Sometimes people won't let you go. Remember, there's energy vampires out there. So you got to remember, if you want to be able to celebrate life and have a new beginning, sometimes dropping people off on the elevator up is necessary. Letting people, places, things, patterns, behaviors, old, outdated morals, values, beliefs, and systems go. You got to speak up. So communication is going to be a theme. Remember, Libras like to be a little chatty Cathys, so you got to kind of, you know, being all yummy and chubby, but sometimes you closed mouth does not get fed. So speak up, okay? Say what's on your mind, talk about it right then and there, be very black and white, balance, find balance within everything. Some things need a response, some things don't need a response. Just observe and move on, and some need to be addressed right then and there, okay? Sometimes you got to read the room before you say something. You got to check the temperature. Balance, right? But make sure you say something, okay? It's going to be very important. And also, you got to see beyond the bullshit, okay? Archangel Metatron here. Whenever you're building, whenever you're working towards, you know, making sure home is right, like your chakras, you got to see through everything, right? First eye, third eye, whatever you like to call it. You know, whenever you're building your foundation and bringing on stability, bringing home the bacon, you know, bringing home support to home base, literally at home, or you're building that right now, nurturing all of that, you got to really see through the veil, see beyond what's being presented, okay? Because like I said, during this season, everyone's trying to cuff something in some form or fashion, and Libra energy, that's like gift of gab energy, you know. So there you have that, okay? And then I love this, goddess of the moon, okay? So whenever you are, you know, the moon being however you react and respond, and whenever you're dealing with your emotions here, anything, this is feminine energy coming through here, 52. It's like learning to deal with it. Like I said, the moon's in Aquarius, which is not very favorable right now during this time. But if you can find the space and the time and the energy, make sure you do deal with, because, you know, like I said, mood swings could be a theme right now. So make sure you deal with what you got to deal with when you got to deal with it. No need for explanation. You don't have to tell anybody nothing. Just do what you got to do when you need to do it, period. Because you got to make sure your cup is full. You got to make sure you can overflow. Some people are pouring from an empty cup. Like, there's nothing from, you can't give to nobody in an empty cup. So make sure you are good before you go and try and tap into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Super important. But also, don't leave your feelings in the back burner either. That's not going to be fun either, right? Okay, so you guys already know. I'm going to tap into Tarotstrology now. Okay, so let's do the Tarotstrology portion. Tarotstrology is where I incorporate tarot and astrology, which playing out right now. Because it only makes sense, right? Let me see. Let's pull up the charts. Pull up the charts. Okay. Everything's dubbed right now. Saturn, Neptune, Pisces. Chiron. Oh, the North Node in Aries. South Node is actually in Libra right now, which is funny. With Mars and the Sun. And then you have Lilith and Venus and Leo. Lilith is about to change because it's at 29 degrees. So I'll probably do the next video on that. Because it's 29 degrees already. So Lilith's about to go into a whole nother deal. Lilith will be going into Virgo. Ooh. All right, guys. Okay, Tarotstrology. Ooh. What is for the collective? For Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Libra. I know y'all seen these cards just flipping. Okay. So you guys know I read reversals as well as uprights, so we will definitely do that. Not so bad, y'all. Yes. Woo. Okay. Mostly all upright, which is awesome, because now it's like, whether you like change or not, change has been the name of the game. Change has been happening to you. Carpets have been pulled under your feet. Things have been happening. Tower moments, 10 of swords, all kinds have been happening, whether you like it or not. And I feel like now's the time. Now we're in fourth quarter. Now we're in the dark, deep depths of the energy that's going to be playing out from here on out, starting with Libra season, baby. Okay, so autumn is here. Okay, autumn equinox energy. So it's like, now we're like, okay, change is here. I'm accepting it. Let's go. But before I get into that, with the moon in Aquarius right now, King of Chalices is in reverse. Okay, like I said, moon doesn't like to be in Aquarius energy because no one really likes to tap into their feelings right now during this time. So this is like, be careful. Like I said, you don't want to be the person that has the mood swings. You don't want to be the person that doesn't have any emotional intelligence right now. You want to use the opposite energy. So this is showing that, you know, this is also Libra energy, the opposite, which is like Scorpio here too. So this is Scorpio energy, clearly, with the King of Chalices. So if people do have deep, deep emotions, they don't want to talk about it right now. So this is already what I've been talking about. This is just a confirmation card right here. But like I said, it's healthy if you deal with things though. Don't let things just kind of like go week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then here you go projecting onto somebody else. Here goes an innocent bystander, like gets your wrath at the grocery store or when you're at work, or a family member or a friend. All of a sudden you're like rude to them. You got an attitude for no reason. They don't know why. And they're like, what did I do to you? Like, so deal with it head on right then and there, period. Okay. Nurture yourself. Okay. I know it's a lot of Capricorn energy playing out here. We've got the Queen of Chalices in reverse, or Pentacles in reverse. So this is Capricorn energy, guys. So make sure, like, you got to make sure that you guys are, you know, tapping into having discipline and structure. Okay. The moon was in Capricorn. Now it's in Aquarius. A lot of Saturn energy playing out. This is where people are like, oh, I don't want to do this, or being aloof or whatever. So now we're in Libra season. Now it's going to be like, okay, if you ain't got your money right, you need to balance the scales and get it together and have a little bit more discipline, have a little bit more structure. Make sure you're carrying out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations in order to get the things that you want in life right now, okay? You'll be able to see these things on what's balanced, what's imbalanced, who you hanging out with, who you listen to, who you talking to. All that stuff matters, guys, period, right? So nurturing that aspect as far as your pentacles, things that you're building, the material world. We've been, the focus has been a lot of earth energy, you know, that comes from our material possessions and things of that nature. So it's super important to really make sure, you know, look at these things, make sure they're good, take care of, like, when the moon was in Capricorn, you should have, like, you know, tied up a little bit of those loose ends right then and there. You know what I'm saying? It should have showed you where you need to put a little bit of extra work or what you need to take care of right now. Okay. Now the moon's in Aquarius, you can still do that with that Saturn energy playing out. Okay. So let's go on to the upright, guys. So be patient with yourself. This is Sag energy. So with the Temperance card, because, you know, when it comes to Sag energy, it's like you got to be patient with yourself. Sag, they don't like to be put in a box. They like to just be sporadic and do what they want and be free thinkers, and just really, they're very intellectual, but they just have this like go-getter, and they keep it lit kind of an energy, right? So sometimes you might have to just slow down with all this earth energy. Use that energy. Slow and steady wins the race, and some motion is better than no motion. So you got to make sure that whatever it is that you are tapping into, be patient with yourself, because sometimes when you're doing things too fast and you're moving too fast, or people around you are doing things that are too fast for you and it's not in your pace, you have to make sure that you find time to slow down. That way you can really cross all your T's, dot all your I's, and make sure that, you know, it's working out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going with some type of current. Because when you move too fast, you might miss those little marks. You might miss opportunities, windows, adjacent possibilities. You just kind of might not foresee something, be like later on, oh snap. So let's kind of be careful with whatever it is that we're tapping into. I know we all may have a vision right now during this time. When the moon is in Aquarius and also the sun is in Libra, we can have tons of ideas. We can have tons of creative ideas that comes to the mind right now. So 3 of Wands energy, it's like there's something that needs to be done, something that you need to take action on that's around you right now, and you need to handle it nip it in the bud, because you might have a vision that you foresee for yourself with Three of Wands energy playing out. This is Aries energy, by the way. So it's like there's something that you need to get off the ground, right? Aries energy is the one that I've got the lighter, I've got the what is it? I don't know. I've got the snacks, I got the drink, I got the lighter. Let's go. Let's start this bonfire, right? So they're so gung-ho and excited, right? So it's kind of like you have to, whatever it is that you're doing, instead of it just being an idea, whatever it is, utilize the resources that are around you, people, places, and things that you already may have, you know what I'm saying, to get things going to where you want to go. Because if you have this vision, I know you're not going to give up, because that's Three of Wands energy, but keep forging forward towards that. So continue to take action despite what's playing out in your world. Don't stop. Okay, because you could almost be towards the finish line. Here comes more Sag energy, more fire energy, Nine of Wands, right? This is like you're almost to the finish line. This is like you're don't give up kind of a vibe. This is Mars energy too on this card. So it's like sometimes on that way there, like I said, you might have to drop some people off. You might have to let some things go, okay? But on that way there, like, don't give up. Some people always give up when you're being tested the most, when you have the most tests happening to you, when everything seems to be falling down, all these bombs going on around you, you're just continuously putting out fires. It's kind of like the energy of how bad do you want it? Do you want it as bad as you want to breathe? Like, how bad do you want it? Are you just gonna give up? Like, after all the blood, sweat, and tears and energy that you put in? Look, he's like lifting this weight. It's like he's almost there, right? It's like if he drops it now, it's like maybe he lost the battle, right? So it's like, don't give up, especially when there's all these things that could be happening. Man, I tell you, this year has been a year, you know, and all of us have probably been going through it. Whew, it's like just thinking about it makes me cry. It's like people have been coming and going and transitioning. I know personally in my life, and I know in other people's that I know personally too. So it's like, and then all these other circumstances that keep happening. It's like when you feel like all these grenades just keep getting thrown, it's like the devil wants you to give up, but you can't give up no matter what. Just take your time and pace yourself, right? Temperance energy, pace yourself. That way you won't miss the mark. That way you won't, you know, as you're taking these risks in life, you're not going to make those huge mistakes. You know, they're calculated risks instead. And you still don't give up. Okay. So there will be some endings and new beginnings. Whenever a door closes, another one opens. Okay. Whenever something goes away, something better comes in. You know, whenever something's not working, you know, there is a way that will work. Okay. So there's that polarity. There's that negative and positive. There's the death and rebirth phase of it all. There's the, like I said, it's just, this is that transformation, and Mars is in Libra right now. So, use this Sag energy. Okay. So don't give up when you feel like you've lost all hope. Find strength somewhere. I know motivation is temporary, but hopefully you have people that are around you that are very supportive that can actually help you get through whatever it is that you're getting through. And take your time. Okay. Queen of Chalices. This is where that emotional intelligence needs to come into play. Cancer energy. Cancers are really good at reading the room and checking temperatures. They will feel your energy. They will know what's going on with you before you even know. It's like this type of intuition is just so yummy. If they're the higher octave. So with that Queen of Chalices there, with that Cancer energy, just make sure you are tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. You are nurturing that. You're utilizing your gut and your intuition. You are utilizing your own inner guiding system. You're not looking outside of yourself and seeking validation from anybody else. You're nurturing your spirit, mind, body, and soul. That way you can give to other people and nurture them and make sure they're good, you know, bringing that loyalty factor, bringing the empathy and things of that nature, because that's also important. Because whatever you dish out is, I'm pretty sure, is what you want to receive too, right? So whatever you are dishing out, making sure it's good, positive, okay? Because if you being like projecting and yelling and you need to do this, and it's like you talking to yourself, right? You know that everybody's a reflection, right? So whatever you mad about, whatever you're saying, you're literally talking to yourself. You're projecting at this point. Like, that's why I don't let nothing get to me when I see somebody doing that. I'm like, okay. So that's you having that emotional intelligence to know these things and not take it personal, right? So like I said, through the midst of all these tower moments, I said this earlier. So the tower card here, like I said, we're all facing some type of change within aspects of life right now, whether this is a job, the place you live, relationships, any kind of ship you're sailing, money, career, anything could be happening right now. And we're all going through some type of change somewhere. okay? Whether it was anticipated, whether it was, you know, like a premeditated thing, or whether we didn't know. Because some people, it can be hard to let go. You know, that happened in Cancer season. It was hard for some people to let go of certain things, right? So then now you probably see when it hit, you know, Leo season and then Libra season, it's like, oh, you knew some things had to be thrown in flames and let go and released. You had to let it go. So now it's like, now that you did that, now it's like you can finally balance certain areas of your life right now. Okay, so it's like picking up the pieces of the rubble from that tower moment, you know, that like let it all just fall down first. Because in the midst of it falling down, like other things could be happening. So let it just all fall down. Pick up those pieces and rebuild right back up. Because you'll find a solution once it's all said and done. It's like, okay, now I know what to do. Now I know what angle to hit it at. This is what I got to bring. Let me take the tools out of my toolbox. Let me take the tools out of my backpack. Like, bring it all out. Bring the spices out of the cabinet and everything. Like, you got to make sure that, you know, you find a solution after that, right? This is Mars energy. Take action. Okay. We do also have the moon card here too as well. This is Pisces energy. So you guys, sometimes it's a good thing to be a little bit vulnerable with the right people, right? Some people don't know what the hell you're going through, and sometimes talking about it actually can help, or speaking it out loud, you know, in some form of nature of that. So we have to make sure that we're doing that. Not everybody needs to know what the hell is going on as far as your business goes. You know what I'm saying? But I would say just make sure that, you know, you're not closed off. Because the moon is in Aquarius right now, and people could be standoffish, very closed off. They don't want to talk about anything deep. They don't even want to go there. You know, Aquarius energy like to hide their emotions. So I would say in some aspects of life, especially when you're dealing with any kind of ships you're sailing, if someone's kind of hide everything personally about them, but they're always in your cup of tea, which is Libra energy, they always know your business, but never share theirs, or they just make it seem like their world's so perfect. Like, red flag on the play. Like, you got to utilize your own discernment, okay? So I would say sometimes being vulnerable is going to be a good thing, but you have to be careful not to cast pearls amongst swine. Also, with this moon energies, how we react and respond. Pay attention to how you're reacting and responding to everything right now. It's going to be key during Libra season, because number one, you don't want to be a people pleaser and go all out for everybody else. Oh yeah, I just bought you a $600 washer and dryer. Yeah, girl, you have that. And then all of a sudden they cut you off. They treat you dirty. They don't invite you to nothing. They talk about you behind your back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you didn't have any boundaries, did you? You didn't care. So you got to be careful during Libra season, okay? You know, how you respond and react, you personally, and how other people pay attention to what they're showing you. I always say I'm from the show me state. Ouch. How you show everything, it tells it all. It tells it all. Because you can talk to me, you can finesse me all day with your words and all that stuff. You can really act like, you know, a pimp named Slickback and all that stuff. But I can read right through all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you keep doing all that talking. Action is where it's at, right? We also have King of Pentacles here. Love this. King of Pentacle energy is someone that is like a CEO, big dick energy, is someone that definitely can take care of themselves, your family. Let's say if you dealing with somebody and it's like, you know, they got kids from somebody else, you can take care of them too. It's like that energy of like just being very mature, right? Being grounded, okay? So this is Taurus energy. You know, Taurus, they don't really like change a lot. You know, they could be a little stubborn. But also, too, they always got their coin together. You know, they're always in their bag. So I love this. This is like making sure you stay focused no matter what's playing out. Still continue to take action in your way that works for you, that works best for you, without overexerting yourself or without completely quitting on yourself. And also still dealing with their emotions at the same token and how you react and respond to everything. Because that's going to play out, you know, how you react and respond is everything. That's everything. It's everything, because remember, everything's perception, right? So that's very important, and pay attention. because you still got to sit there and build these bricks. You still got to carry out duties, responsibilities, and obligations. You still got to, you know, somebody might be looking towards you, like especially if you have kids, right? A lover, or you take care of people or something like that. And even your goddamn self. So, nice little cute reminders. Now we're going to go ahead, guys, and we're going to go tap into the wheel. So if you guys are new here, I always do the big three. If you guys know your sun, moon, or rising, we're going to do all the way from Pisces to Aries. Let's see. And all right, we're going to use my deck, guys. So that way we can get a nice little message. Let me move this. It feels so peaceful right now. Like, it's so quiet. Like, I don't hear anything. And as I say that, I hear something. It's probably my cat. All right, guys. Okay, so we're going to do the big three, guys, all the way from Aries to Pisces. It's going to be a quick one-card pull. You guys are so quiet tonight. All right, Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Aries. Ooh. You have the King of Swords in reverse. This is air energy too. So somehow your integrity could have got compromised some form or fashion, possibly. Or maybe it's like something with your standards, something that you could be thinking about how do I say this? Whatever you think about when it comes to money, or not money, when it comes to people, places, and things, check your morals, values, and beliefs, and like, what are your standards about certain things, okay? Because you don't want to just dive into anything. Make sure that people, places, and things, whatever it is you're tapping into, is on your level, period, okay? You might be unclear about a certain situation right now that's going on, so get clear about it. Make sure that you sit in solitude, meditate on it, think about it, find some kind of way that's going to help you to gain clarity with that. You know, because you don't want to, I would say, protect yourself right now. You could be very open, so just really make sure you protect your energy right now during this time. You could be, you know, hopefully people don't see you as self-absorbed, or come across as like arrogant or cocky or any of that. You know, sometimes it's good to kind of, you know, step away for a minute, because you might be going through something, or something might be happening. You know what I'm saying? So just let people know, hey, I need a minute, you know what I mean, to figure some stuff out. You know, or you're just really in deep thought about something, possibly here. That's what it's giving. All right. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Taurus. Actually, no, I didn't even shuffle. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if it comes out again. At least let me do a shuffle. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Taurus. Oh, we have 3 of Swords. So Taurus, you could have been heartbroken about a situation that could have happened. You could have lost a person, place, or thing. You could be going through some type of feeling, as far as like you might be missing a person, place, or thing during this time. You know, you might be under the weather. You could even be sad about a situation as well. So with this 3 of Sword energy, I just feel like definitely you could be or even you ended a situation to where it was making you feel sad. You could have ended a situation to where it didn't make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like you're freeing your energy from something during this time, and it has to be it has to do with something within your surroundings. So you could have been in a connection or a job situation or loss of money. It could have been anything for you, person, place, or thing. So it's like you're cutting something loose right now. So during this time, make sure you take it easy with yourself and take day by day, you know, minute by minute, hour by hour, if you have to, stay in the present moment. And that way you're dealing with it. And then you're not like just putting a band-aid on it, or you're not covering something up, or you're not dealing with it, sweeping it under the rug. Like, you got to be careful of that stuff. Because you're in a sword energy, right? We don't want to go backwards, Taurus. So keep going forward, continue to heal, make yourself feel better. So do some activities, do some grounding activities, self-love, right? Handle it. Don't let it just sit there. Don't go into like hermit, or don't become an escape artist. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, is it going to come out? Gemini, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. So with 7 of Cups energy, Gemini, you could be in like, this is like a water card here of emotions, possibly. So you could be definitely, there could be lots of options for you that's playing out, okay, as far as in the matters of the heart. You know, you could be in this also an illusion or some type of fantasy that you want to live out for yourself, or something to happen. So we do have Saturn and Neptune that's in Pisces right now, so you got to be careful of that fantasy island energy. But also too, with 7 of Cups, it could mean that one of those cups has something in it that is for you. It's kind of like, you know, it's like all money ain't good money, and all people don't have the right intention. You know, it's kind of like, but you gotta like, you gotta find this out. You gotta find, you know, that snake in one cup. You gotta find, you know, that opportunity that's really not great for you. You gotta find where, oh, I did actually materialize it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta really utilize your own imagination to really discern these things right now. Okay? So pay attention to what's being provided for you. It might look great. You have all these money opportunities, or you might have all these lovers or whoever, whatever come in, but you got to really, you know, peep game. Peep game, Gemini. All right. Okay, somebody could be selling you pipe dreams, you know what I'm saying? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, Cancer, you got 3 of Cups. So Cancer, you're in the energy, you're probably like, you probably have been celebrating life somehow, or having some type of gathering. Could be a baby shower, a wedding, an anniversary, a picnic, something, celebrating with someone. You could be probably coming into reunion, possibly here with 3 of Cups energy, or reunion with self. Or this is a grand time for you to have actual other supporters, that where you guys kind of come together and you make something happen. It's like you guys are conjuring up something together. It's like you're really, I don't know, I don't know why I'm like thinking like cauldrons. This is like teamwork makes the dream work kind of an energy when it has 3 of Cups energy, right? So when you guys feel a certain way about something together as a collective energy, and you guys come together, you can really make something work. Because why? You guys are vibing on the same frequency. You're into the same things. It's like, okay, let's make something crack here. So I like this for you. This is grand energy. It's giving celebration too. Like, I don't know. I feel like I just want to move. Like, were you dancing? Like, I feel like music. I hear music. Like, you could have been, this is weekend energy. So I don't know. But also too, when you're in this energy and you're feeling good and you're having fun, if you're single, you might be like, I kind of want a person. So it's like, you might be thinking, well, I want another half, in a sense. So I like this energy for you. This is good. Some type of union, or maybe like a long distance connection occurred recently, or something like that. So how you feel, Cancer? Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, Leo, why'd you get 2? God damn you. Oh, I was trying to do 1 card pull. Trying to get extra on me, Leo. Okay, Leo, you got the Devil card, and you also have 2 of Pentacles. Ooh. I'm like, ooh, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So a lot of juggling going on. So you could be juggling multiple opportunities. You could be juggling multiple people right now during this time. It sounds like you got a lot on your plate. This could be dealing with some type of, if you're like building something with that Capricorn energy, which is the Devil card, you could be building upon something. It's like there's a lot going on right now. You could be obsessed with doing something. Like you could be obsessed with like something that you're tapping into right now, whether this is a gift, talent, or skill, or trying to gain some type of support. Like you're obsessed with like talking about it or being about it or doing it. Like you're just like on this train right now. I feel like you're just on this train. It's like never ending movement. You're just worried about, you know, your resources right now at this time, as far as whatever you're building, stability, you know, bringing home the bacon, bringing in, you know, support for yourself during this time. Or you might need to learn about somebody. I don't know. Somebody could, you might be overindulging in something. Like you're doing it could be too much. You know, doing too much of one thing is never a grand energy to be in, right? Same thing you love could kind of kill you. You know what I mean? So it's like, you might need to like find a night. This is where maybe you need to find balance, right? You might be too materialistic, or you might be, I don't know, you might just be too into something. You might be tempted, or you might feel trapped, or, you might be codependent upon something to bring you security, possibly. I would say take this as kind of like a warning to really look at something right now. I don't know. You could be in this like possessive kind of an energy as far as like money, or you just could be addicted to something, or you feel guilty about something. You got to deal with something. So I would say try and find a balance with their emotions. Something's going on there for you. Something. You got to make a decision though. Balance some scales, because you're juggling a little bit too much there, Leo. You got a lot going on. You might have multiple hats. Like you might be a business owner and a dad and a husband and a, you know what I mean? Like it's like you got a lot going on. So make sure you don't have too much to where you feel like you're in bondage with something and then you end up hating something that you actually used to love. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Whoa. Oh, man, no, we ain't gonna do it. Ah! Okay, you got 7 of Swords and the Empress. Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, so Empress energy, let's start there. It's like feminine energy coming out. So it's really, you got to really trust yourself, because when the 7 of Swords is out right next to that, it's not giving yummy vibes. So Virgo, for you, make sure you know who you're around, who you're talking to, who you're dealing with right now during this time. That 7 of Swords energy, somebody could be very sneaky, doing something very tricky, or behind your back, or behind closed doors. People sometimes think it's a cheating card. You can call it there, but I'm talking about you, nobody else. So you could be doing something behind someone else's back. What you got going on? You know, you might be sneaking around. You might be a little secretive with your moves that you're making right now. And I kind of feel like that too. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, you really think about it, like, when you say too much about what's going on, it's like somebody wants to like do witchcraft, or somebody wants to do something on you or try and stop you. So I don't blame you if you're trying to do things behind closed doors and then you pop out with whatever you got going on. I don't blame you for that if you're in that energy. But, you know, having 7 Sword energy, you know, you could be dishonest about something too, or you're just mentally preparing, since it's a sword air card. So it's like you could be mentally preparing for something on the background to like get something going, and this is where the Empress energy is coming in. So you might be trying to harvest something right now during this time as well too, because Empress energy can be very kind, caring, loving. You know, this could be like, ooh, mentally preparing maybe for another pregnancy. Empress energy is giving pregnancy. It's like fertile energy, or maybe it has to be towards your stability, like you're building something, or you're, I don't know, something you're doing with a counterpart or something. Maybe it's like a new opportunity coming in, so it's like you're trying to prepare for that. I don't know. Hopefully you're not stealing or trying to run away from something. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, Virgo. All right, moving along. Now, Libra, I already did a reading for you earlier. If you missed it, you might want to check that out. But you are on the wheel, so we're also going to pull 1 card of tarot for you. So Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Six of Swords. Oh, this air energy playing out. Golly. I mean, we are in air headed right now. The sun and the moon are in the air. Okay, so Six of Swords. So Libra, you could be moving away from people, places, and things. With Seven of Swords energy, it's like change is coming. It's like wherever you're at right now, you could be packing your bags. Literally, you might be even like going on a vacation. You might be going somewhere. You might be moving to a new location, literally, and just taking what you got and just going. You know, this could be like, it's like all your baggage and everything. Like, you just don't care. You're taking all of it with you and you're just going. But also, too, you could not be feeling your best. Six of Sword energy, it's like maybe things aren't reciprocated where you're at. So you just kind of feel like you're just barely keeping your head above water right now. You know, you could be feeling certain things. And that card did come out earlier in your reading talking about you have a lot of emotions that are playing out that you're not dealing with. So it kind of makes sense. It's kind of like your energy could be all over the place, and that's what that card came out earlier in your reading too. Or you could just be literally taking a trip. It's Libra season. You might be traveling. You might have plans to go hop on a plane, go on a cruise. So I don't know, something. You're transitioning somewhere into the unknown. You know, this is your new year, solar return. So this is your transition for yourself. But it's like you could be holding on to dear life for something with that Six of Swords. So try not to hold any grudges or negative energy, or don't let that baggage be negative or something that's not yours, or carrying too much weight on your shoulders, having blood on your hands. You got to make sure that you got to eliminate that before you move further. Okay. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, Scorpio, Page of Pentacles. Oh, shit. Pages. You know how I feel about pages, but it's not a whole, it's just one card. So pages, so it could be good. You could get it. Pages bring messages. This could be like an offer in your DM, your email, offer for a position, a job, a money opportunity. This could be even an offer of love, honey, with the earth sign. You know, so it's like something towards your gifts, talents, or skills, or something that you're committing to. It's something could be coming in. Something's coming. Something could be coming. Okay. Or you could just feel, you know, a moment of feeling proud of yourself for doing X, Y, and Z, or all of a sudden you had all this like negative stuff happening, and then boom, you get like a spark of something good happening. You're like, I feel lucky. Like it could be like a nice break, right? After it's like all these things start happening, it's just like all these nails, you know, it's like, ah, like some rainbow energy came through for you. But also too, pages are, you know, a little bit of immature energy that's playing out as well. So you can be immature about a situation that's playing out. Somebody's not fair, or you're not just like looking into something deep enough. Like you got to learn something or explore something just a little bit more. So be careful, you know, when you're bringing in abundance and what you're trying to bring in. You might need to educate yourself about something, okay? You might need to learn a little bit more, explore something a little bit more before you make a decision about where you're going to go next, because pages are temporary and they're quick, and it's like an in and out energy. Okay, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Damn, Sag, just took you a minute to come out. What you got going on? Okay, Knight of Wands. Ooh, we like Knight of Wands. Kind of. The Knight is trying to be the king or the queen energy, right? They're trying to get there, so they'll go above and beyond. So the Knights can be like, you could be like a fire starter right now. Like anything you say, you could be popping off right now. It's just like bing, bing, bing. Like you got to come back for everything. You got a thought for everything. You got to eye roll for everything. You got to, for everything. Like you got to, you know what I'm saying? You could be an instigator during this time as well. So be careful with that. So it's giving Sag energy, very feisty, which is normal for you. So it's kind of like you're low-key in your energy right now. But you could also be easily provoked with that Knight of Wands energy. Think of Knight of Wands, especially when it's a fire sign energy. It's kind of like you act things out before thinking of the consequences. Like you want something so bad, you'll do anything and anywhere to get it, and you get it, and then all of a sudden you get it, it's not the good outcome that you want. So you got to kind of be careful with this energy too. It's very fast. You know, it's like quick to fight, quick to just pop off at the handle, off at the mouth. You know, it's like very bossy type of energy. You could also be paranoid too, but very assertive right now during this time. You could be very protective of your family and things of that nature, or what you got going on. think of Nine of Wands as like you're having some type of intense experience right now. So make sure you cross all your T's out of your eyes and think before you act. And be careful of what you're saying, what you're putting out there, because you might create more squares and challenges for yourself. And then come Scorpio season, you stung yourself. Okay. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cappy, ooh, Four of Swords. You are tired, honey. Okay. All these air cards. You're tired. You could be tired, or you could just be retreating from a long trip this weekend. You could be resting. You could be thinking about love, dreaming of love. Like, like you still have like love on the brain while you're like resting. You could be just growing right now, taking care of you in this moment in time, Capricorn, or it's telling you to take care of yourself. This is like a warning, like take care of yourself. You may need to rest. You might need to stop overworking yourself right now. Maybe you're doing a little bit too much. Maybe take a break, have several seats, Capricorn. So, and I know you're not into like confrontation or battling or anything. So this is like Four Sword energy where it's like, you could be meditating. You could be like just in solitude, becoming one with self and not really worried about anybody else during this time. You could be in like a surrender mode, okay? Possibly. I just think maybe you could be retreating. Like you could be trying to like get your energy back up, get your strength back up, because maybe you had a long weekend or something, or maybe you've been through a lot. So you probably had Sunday instead of a fun day. It was like a rest day or a self-care day or something. But whatever it is, if you're not taking a break, it's your sign, Capricorn. Stop working. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Dang. Moon is in Aquarius right now. So, ooh, you have the World. All right. So, with the World card coming out for you, Aquarius, definitely you're completing some type of cycle. That's good, right? Something's ending. So, with an ending, sometimes it doesn't feel good, but I feel like it is. It's like good for you, for your betterment, whatever is happening, because once you end something, something brand new is about to flip over and start. So, it's like a new chapter, a new page, a new book. So a lot of new things, brand new things, right? So whenever you're new energy, you could be operating your North Node. You could be going through a new phase. We all go through phases, right? In life, we have different phases. So this is your start of a new phase possibly here. You might be floating on cloud 9 because you're like ready for this new phase. You might not know what it entails, but you're just ready for something new possibly here because of the World. You could literally be traveling as well with the World energy, like going somewhere. Either you're traveling through your chakras or you're literally like traveling, like physically, like literally going somewhere. You might want to see more of the world. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get out of the current environment that you're in because it hasn't been working for you to go somewhere else. That could have maybe even unlocked this. It could have been the catalyst for, it could have sparked something within you. You know what I mean? So that you can feel successful or carry out whatever it is that you need to carry out in your life in this chapter right here, okay? It's like it could have helped you to come to some conclusions so that you can end a cycle and go on to a new beginning. You never know. It's kind of like that right place, right time kind of a vibe when you get the World card. Love that for you. Something you could have achieved something. Okay. It's like you're feeling positive. It's giving optimistic energy for me. Love that for you. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces. Ooh. So you have the Death card in reverse. So this could be some type of delays occurring for you. So you could be doing something. You could be working on something, thinking about something, or trying to start something or get something off the ground, and boom, you got a challenge. You got some type of delay that's just hit the bricks for you and you're trying to figure it out. Or you could be in the mode of like resisting some type of change, like you want to stay doing something the same and not like tap into some new energy possibly here. Or hopefully, I hate to say it, but the card in reverse could be like some long-term illness or something. So hopefully that's not you, right? We don't want to put that out there. But also too, you might have some bad habits, you know what I'm saying, that you could be unaware of right now during this time as well. Maybe you need to stop something, or you could feel depressed about something, or you might not feel like you're in your highest of the high energy because of maybe something that you just recently went through, or something could have happened. You never know. I don't know. My condolences if you are dealing with a transition. possibly that could have occurred, but hopefully that didn't make you resort back to any old patterns, behaviors, you know, so because we just got out of Virgo energy, you know, so that a lot of illnesses and sicknesses can happen in Virgo season. So hopefully you're not dealing with that. Or it could be someone that is, you know, like near you. Okay, so hopefully that's not the case. Hate to end it on that, Jesus Christ, but I'm just the messenger. Take what resonates, leave out the rest, guys. I love all of you. You can always get a personalized reading. This is just general. You can get a personal for your true sun, moon, rising, and your true natal chart energy. You can go to my website, vigsnapdark.com. I love all of you. It is 10:11. Look at that number. So I'm gonna do all the timestamps, guys, and click. I'll do a video. I know I'm gonna do a video because I know Lilith is about to change because it's 29 degrees in Leo. It's about to go into Virgo. But I'll see what videos is going to be next. So just make sure you click the bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.